everyone, Gina here, and welcome back to my channel. So you guys really enjoyed my food video from last week, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that every week for you guys because you guys told me to. So I'm loving the feedback you guys are giving me. So today we are doing a turkey meatloaf. So this is also a Weight Watcher friendly recipe. So at the end of the video, I will go ahead and calculate everything to let you know how many points everything is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into the video. Okay, so for this recipe, you're gonna need some celery, a red onion, some ground turkey. You're also gonna need an onion soup pouch mix, also some barbecue sauce. You're gonna need 2 eggs, and then I'm also doing a side of potatoes. So I have these mini red potatoes, and then I also have a Hidden Valley Greek yogurt seasoning pack, and then later on I'm actually going to be using some of the fat-free half and half. So this is what you are going to need for this meal. Okay, so I'm going to start by cutting up some veggies. Now the veggies are optional. If you don't want to put veggies in your meatloaf, you don't have to. But like I mentioned in my enchilada video, this is how I get my husband to eat some more veggies. So I'm just going to go ahead and dice up some celery. So I'm going to take a few, what would I call this, stalks? I'm going to take a few. I probably will only do about 3 of them because I don't want a bunch of celery, but I'm going to throw a little bit of celery in it. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this up. So you could do other veggies. You could also throw in some carrots in here if you want. You could throw in some bell peppers, just, you know, whatever veggies you have on hand to go ahead and just mix into your mixture. And oh my gosh, as I'm thinking about this, how the heck did I forget the breadcrumbs? You're also gonna need breadcrumbs in your meatloaf. Duh, you need something to bind it together. So make sure you have breadcrumbs as well. So I'm just, you know, chopping up the celery. And I cannot stress enough about how amazing it is that you can sneak veggies in food, such as meatloaf. I think it's like the most ingenious thing to do. So I actually think I'm gonna add in some more because it's looking like I can add a few more. So if I don't have to waste the celery, I won't. I don't like eating celery raw. My kids don't either, so. Just chopping. And a lot of times when it comes to recipes, like I'll just kind of create my own recipe. Like I'll get a general idea of how long I'm supposed to cook something and for what temperature I'm supposed to cook it at. But a lot of times I will just kind of make things as I go. So adding in the veggies is just something that I just kind of came up with on my own. So yeah, that's why I'm telling you guys you can cater the veggies to whatever you want, basically. So all right, so I have enough celery, so this is how much celery I have. And then with the onions, I'm only going to do about half an onion because my husband doesn't like things too oniony. That's one of the critiques he gives me, as he'll tell me if something has too much onions. Now you could do whatever onion you want. I think that a white onion probably would do a little bit better with this, but the red onions were on sale, so that's what I went for. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dice up about half of an onion right here. So this is what we have going on right here. So my turkey meat is still a little bit frozen, so I just kind of had it sitting in a sink of some warm water, but I think that it's gonna be okay. So I'm able to cut it just fine. So this is a 3-pound container of turkey meat. So I think I'm only gonna do about half of it. So it's still a little frozen. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take this mashy tool. This is from Pampered Chef. It is the best thing in the world. So I'm just gonna go ahead and break through the ice so I can get it mushed up. So if you don't have a mix and chop from Pampered Chef, you definitely should order one. I'm gonna put my consultant's email below if you want to go ahead and order one. It is the best thing ever. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add the turkey meat. Here we go. So it's all inside there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add in 2 eggs to the mixture. I love that Weight Watchers has eggs as a free item. I think that's so awesome. So 2 eggs. And we're gonna go ahead and do 1 cup of breadcrumbs. I'm so glad I remembered the breadcrumbs. So 1 cup of breadcrumbs. And then I'm also gonna add in the dry onion soup mix, because this is really gonna give the meatloaf some more flavor. So I'm just gonna add in 1 of the dry soup mixes. And then I'm just going to mash everything together. And eventually I'm gonna get my hands in there, because I find that mixes everything a lot better. So taking off my watch, and I'm just gonna dig my hands in here, because that is how you're gonna get everything mixed in the best, is with your hands. So you could use gloves if you want to. You don't have to. I don't really care. But if you're weird when it comes to different like textures of food, and if it just grosses you out to be messing around with meat with bare hands, then you could also just ask for some gloves from your deli. So we're just mixing it all in, and wow, it's still really cold. Still really cold. Okay, so since I am prepping this so far in advance, what I'm gonna do is just package the mixture that I have made and just put it in a Ziploc bag until I'm ready to go ahead and bake it. So it's gonna take about an hour, so I know that, you know, around 3:30 to go ahead and pop it out of the fridge. So I'm telling you guys, this mix and chop thingy is amazing. Let me know if you guys have this item from Pampered Chef. It is fantastic. So I'm gonna go ahead and just give it one more good mix with my hands, because I want to make sure that the breadcrumbs and the seasoning is evenly distributed throughout the mixture. That moment you look over and the baby is still sleeping, it's like, yes, thank you. Thank you, baby, for still sleeping. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and add this into the bag. Alrighty. All right, so here we go. Now it's gonna just pop back into the fridge. Okay, so it is about time to start prepping the meatloaf. So the mixture's been in the fridge for quite some time. So what we're gonna do is actually make these into meatloaf muffins. So they're gonna be mini meatloaves, and you're gonna want to preheat your oven to 350, and then you only need to bake these guys for 25 minutes on 350. So what you need to do is just spray your muffin tins with cooking oil, and that's all you gotta do. So I love making it this way because they are proportioned like smaller portions, so you don't have one big hunkin' chunk of meatloaf. So I love preparing the muffin tin meatloafs. So I'm actually just using an ice cream scooper to go ahead and just scoop the mixture into the muffin tins. It was the only clean spoon I had. So okay, so this mixture made about 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 mini meatloaf muffins. Okay, so while the meatloaf is baking in the oven, so it's at 350, put it in for about 25 minutes. I'm making red potatoes to go on the sides, so mashed red potatoes, and with red potatoes, I don't even bother peeling them because the skin is supposed to be good for you anyways. And I cut them into 4s so it's easier for them to go ahead and cook. So that's what's going on right now. If you do not have a Pioneer Woman Dutch oven, oh my goodness, you are missing out. So to season my potatoes, I am just adding in the Hidden Valley Ranch packet seasoning. I'm also going to add in some half and half and also some butter. So I'm just going to eyeball it to see, you know, what's going to look right. Next step is to go ahead and add a little bit of barbecue sauce on each of the meatloaf muffins. I'm not going to add any sauce onto mine because I don't want the Weight Watcher points added onto it. So one muffin without barbecue sauce is going to be 2 points. So you can have one of the meatloaf muffins for 2 points. Okay, so this is the final product. So we have the mini meatloafs and a side of mashed potatoes. So again, I seasoned these with ranch season mix, half and half, and a little bit of butter. Thank you guys so much for watching. So don't forget to like this video so I know you have enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below if you plan on trying this recipe out. And the muffins are 2 points on Weight Watchers, so you can do 2 muffins each. Each muffin is 2 points on Weight Watchers, so you can eat quite a lot of muffins for low points. And if you want to add barbecue sauce, it's optional, but make sure you add your points. And next week I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this 3-point sugar-free mocha. So hopefully you guys will stay tuned and check out that video next week.